everyone, welcome to eVidya Bag channel. In today's session, we will discuss about units and measurements. Actually, what mean by unit? We have to know the heading meaning at first. What is the meaning of unit at first? For example, if you move to any grocery shop and ask that, please give me 2 sugar. Is there any meaning? No, there is no meaning for that. If you ask 2 kg of sugar, then they will give you that 2 kg of sugar. Okay, so here we can say that 2 kg. Kg is nothing but unit here. This kg is unit. Okay, this unit helps us to which physical quantity it is. Means, for example, if 2 meters, the object is 2 meters from me, from us, means we can say this is the length, distance. How much distance here? 2 meters distance is there, or length from me to that object, from here to, for example, here one pencil is there, then distance between these two person and pencil is 2 meters. Okay, so here meter indicate unit, and also we can say that this unit is helps us to which physical quantity is it is. Which physical quantity it is? 2 meters length. This is the length. Okay, for example, if 2 sugar, 2 kg, what kg indicates weight? Which physical kg indicates which physical quantity? Weight. So we can say that unit also helps us to which physical quantity it is. Okay, but in general, in universe, we thought that there are many physical quantities are present. Okay, but we need only limited number of units for expressing all physical quantities. Many millions of physical quantities are there. Is that possible to derive all those many millions of physical quantities? No, it is very difficult. So we have only limited number of units for expressing all physical quantity because they interrelated with one another. Okay, we have 3 types of units. Those are base units, derived units, and system of units. What mean by base units? Fundamental units. For example, if you take length, mass, time, okay, and luminous intensity, current, temperature, amount of substance, okay, all these are basic units. What mean by derived units? Means here we are going to derive the units by using fundamental units. Means, for example, if you take volume, which is equal to, we are using base unit here. Here volume is the derived unit from the base unit. Okay, if you write L cube, then say this is the volume. Okay, so we can say that is meter cube. Here this one is, what is the unit here? Meter. Length equal to meters. We measure the length in terms of meters. So if you write volume is equal to L cube, means here volume is derived from this base unit, which is length. So we say that derived units or derived from the base units, whereas base units are fundamental units. Okay, system of units is the third type, which are combination of these two, base units and derived units. Combination of base units and derived units are nothing but system of units. Okay, so next, if you see here, the system of units which internationally accepted means, here what mean by system of units means, the system of units are internationally accepted. At present, for measurement, the system international units are used. Means system international units are nothing but SI units. Why we are moving to system international units or SI units means, here it is very simple, and here we are going to use a standard scheme of symbols and units abbreviations. Okay, developed, which are developed by BIPM. What is BIPM? BIPM abbreviation is Bureau International des Points at Measures. Okay, this is developed, this system international units, and it is why SI units are more famous. Why this BIPM developed the SI units? Because why these units are comes into picture, do you know? Because it is very simple, it is very simple to use. These units are used in decimal systems, decimal system, and the conversions within the system are very simple when compared to other systems. What are other systems? Means for example, if you see CGS, we have seen already. I think you already studied about this, that CGS, FPS, and MKS system. In earlier days, in olden days, each and every country using different kinds of measurements, different kinds of units. Okay, for example, if you see CGS system, one country may use CGS system, and other country may use FPS system, some other country may use MKS system. So one country to other country, there is a difference between the measurements, and it is very difficult to understand from one country units to other country. So there is a problem. Then if there is a problem, there must be solution is there. So at the time, this BIPM comes into picture. This BIPM comes into picture. BIPM comes into picture and it developed the SI units. Okay, which are this BIPM comes into picture and developed the SI units because of this problem. What is that problem? From country to country, different units are used, so that it is very difficult to understand one country to other country what units are some country is using. Okay, so that BIPM is comes into picture, and it developed the SI units. For example, if you see here, some basic quantities here. In SI system, we have, what mean by SI system? System international units. Okay, in the SI system, here we have 7 base units. By using these 7 base units, derived units are developed. What are the 7 base units here? Look here: length, mass, length, mass, time, electric current, thermodynamic temperature, amount of substance, luminous intensity. These all are basic quantities. What is the length? What is the name? Meter. And what is the symbol for this? Meter. And what is the unit for this? Mass, kilogram. And we can write kilogram not in this large way. We can write kg, time, second, s, electric current, amperes. We can write a. Okay, observe this table once, and we can say that basic quantities are, these are the seven basic quantities. Okay, now look here, if you observe about three systems here, CGS, FPS and MKS, here second is common for all things. Okay, CGS, FPS, MKS. A second is common, remaining all are different. One country may measure same thing in centimeter, one country may measure some same thing in foot, and one country may measure in meter. So it is very difficult to understand one country to other. So BIPM developed SI system units. Okay, system international units. These SI units are internationally accepted, globally accepted. Okay, beyond above these seven uh, basic quantities, here we have other two special units. Okay, what are they? Radians, and steradians. Okay, here steradians comes into picture. Radians and steradians. Above seven are the basic quantities. Beyond that, we have other again special two special units. Those are radians and steradians. Here, what is the difference between radian and steradian? Here, radian means two-dimensional view. What mean by two-dimensional view? If you draw anything on the paper in this way, or if you draw a triangle on the paper, then say this is the two-dimensional view. Okay, for example, if you hold some physical spherical quantity, and if you hold some triangular physical quantity, if you hold in your hand, then say that is the three-dimensional view. I think you know already this is the, so we can say this is the two-dimensional view. Whatever you draw on the paper, okay, means some people may draw three-dimensional views, but without a two-dimensional view. For example, if you see this is a three-dimensional view. If you see this one, this is a three-dimensional. Okay, okay. One, if you see circuit, this is a three-dimensional, two-dimensional. This is two-dimensional view. Okay, so radians are the units used for the two-dimensional, whereas steradians are used for the three-dimensional. What mean by radians? What is the definition of radian? Means one radian is the measure of the central angle whose arc length is same as the radius of the circle. What is the meaning of this? If you see one radian is the measure of central angle. Central angle means this is the central angle. This is a central angle. We know that this is a radius, this is arc, this is also radius or r, and if this radius which is equal to arc length, that is r, means this is also r, then say that that is nothing but one radian. Here given already that arc length means this is the arc length. This is arc length which is equal to this radius. Arc length equal to radius then say this angle theta is equal to 1 radian only when arc length equal to radius, then only we say angle equal to 1 radian. Okay, 1 radian which is equal to 180 by pi, 180 degrees by pi. Okay, next move to steradians, which is the three-dimensional view. For example, if you see in this picture here, this is the watermelon, which is the three-dimensional view. See here in this, for example, if you cut, this is the surface of the watermelon, and if you cut here from here to here, okay, then what happened, this is nothing but, if you cut in this way, okay, surface, this is the surface, and this angle is nothing but solid angle. Same way, see here, if you cut this one, look here, this angle is nothing but solid angle. Whenever you cut, this angle equal to solid angle. What is the solid angle? Means angle subtended by a surface. This surface, angle subtended by, means if you draw in this way, this is the surface. How do you draw the angle from this? You can draw in this way. This angle is subtended by the surface. At the center of the sphere is called the solid angle. If you want to know the definition, then look at this one. Okay, steradian. Okay, solid angle is completed, and what mean by surface is completed. Now move to steradians. Actually, we need steradians. In case of radians, if arc length is equal to arc, then we say that is the radian. But in this case, in the steradians, if this area, surface area A, which is equal to r square, because it is three-dimensional view, so we can say A equal to r square, then say that is this angle subtended, which is equal to steradian, 1 steradian, angle subtended, that is solid angle subtended is equal to 1 steradian. See here, if A equal to r square, then say that theta is equal to A by r square, then say that t equal to 1 steradian. Okay, for example, if 1 steradian, okay, if 1 steradian is here, 1 steradian is here. Now, if 4 such type of cones are there, then say how many steradians here? 4 steradians are present in this picture. Okay, now let us look. Okay, now next topic. Okay, completed what till now what we have seen, just what mean by base units, derived units, system of units. These are the base units present, and why SI units are comes into picture. We have seen all those things. What mean by radian and steradian, Remember radian and steradian. We will see in the next topic. We will see about those things. Next, move to first basic unit is length. Okay, which is very important thing. Measurement of the length. Next topic is measurement of the length. Okay, we are going to measure the length, okay, by using many ways. For example, if you see meter scale, how do you measure the meter scale and what is the range of the meter scale? By using the meter scale, we can measure the any length in between these ranges from 10 power minus 3 meters to 10 power 2 meters. We can measure by using this scale, meter scale. Okay, for example, if you see vernier calipers, this is the vernier calipers. If you see this one, by using vernier calipers, we can measure the length up to the accuracy of 10 power minus 4 meters. Okay, means different instruments can measure different lengths and different accuracies depending on those instruments. For example, if you see screw gauge here, this is a screw gauge and this one is the spirometer. If you see screw gauge, how much we can measure by using the screw gauge and spirometer means lengths less than 10 power minus 5 meters. Lengths less than 10 power minus 5 meters, we can measure the length by using screw gauge as well as by using the spirometer. Okay, whereas the range of scale is, what is the range of the scale here? 10 power minus 3 to 10 power 2, whereas vernier calipers 10 power minus 4. Spirometer and screw gauge can measure the length less than 10 power minus 5 meters. Okay, up to this, okay, these instruments are used for the measurements of the length in these ranges. Okay, then how do we measure lengths beyond these ranges? Beyond these ranges, how do you measure? Means beyond, to measure beyond these ranges, we have some methods, indirect methods. An important method to measure, indirect method, we say those are indirect methods. Important method to measure large distances is parallax method, which is very important for your examination. Parallax method. What mean by parallax method? They may ask. Okay, what is the definition of the parallax method? If you see definition of parallax method, you see definition of parallax method. Okay, the effect where by position or direction of an object appears to differ when viewed from different positions. Okay, if you see any object from different positions, then different values you will get. So that is nothing but parallax. For example, if you see in this picture, this person, this lady, you want to know the actual this corner, they are concentrating on this corner where it is. Okay, what is the length of this one? What is the length? They are concentrating from here to here. What is the length of this box? Means, for example, if you put the scale, meter scale here, what happened? If you see from here, you may get this value. Okay, what is this value? 18.2. If one person may observe the length from here, he may see the value is 21.5. Okay, if you see straight, if you stand here straightly and look, observe here, you may get actual exact value, that is 20. Okay, this is a exact value. Okay. Here, difference between these two is nothing but theta, and these two, difference between this one and this one is nothing but base. This angle is parallax angle. We say that parallax angle. For example, one more example, if you see, one beaker contains water. One beaker contains water in this way. If you observe the, if you want to observe what is the height, how much water is there, if you want to observe, then if you see from here, if you see from here, you get this value. For example, if you see from here, you may get in this way. So there some inclined position is there. If you see from here, okay, this is the value. Okay, there is a, this is the exact value, this is the exact value. We will see there is some difference between this one and this one. So we say this is the parallax angle, and distance between these two are nothing but base. Distance between these two are nothing but what? Distance between these two are nothing but, what is this? Base. Okay. For example, if you see weighing machine also, if you want to know the weight, then what happened? If you observe from here, if you observe from here, you may get correct value. If one person may observe from here, he may get different value. If one person observe from here, he may get different value. This is nothing but parallax angle, and distance between these two is parallax base. No, not parallax, this is a base. And one more best example is, for example, here we have one object. For example, if you have one mango here, mango, okay, if you want to look at this object, if you left and right eyes, first at first close left eye, close left eye, and observe the mango. If you next time close right eye and observe the mango, so that you may get in this way. Now we can say that the angle between these two is nothing but theta, parallax angle, and distance between right and left eyes are nothing but base. Okay, indirectly we say that this is the base. Eyes, two eye, distance between two eyes are nothing but base. Okay, Distance between these two is nothing but base, and angle it is parallax angle, and this phenomena is known as parallax phenomenon. This phenomenon of knowing the length is nothing but parallax phenomenon. Parallax phenomenon. Okay, now one next for example, if you see earth here, some earth is there and one planet present. Now if you want to know the distance between these two, how do you know? By very large distance. This is very large distance between earth and planet, some planet. How do you know? By using distance between earth and planet, we can know this is very large distance, so we should know this one by using the parallax method. So how do you know? Just change the positions. First you see from here, this distance is in this way. If you move from here to here, from other position of the earth, and observe the planet, then we can see this planet in this way. Then we can say that this angle subtended is nothing but theta parallax angle, and this is the arc, and distance between these two is nothing but base B. Okay, so we can say that here, for example, if you see distance here, this is a distance D. Okay, and so here consider this arc is equal to base. This arc length, this one is equal to this one. What is this diameter? No. So we can say, consider here, to exactly know, theoretically we have to know what is the distance, so that we are going to consider, we are going to assuming in this way, because we want to draw this one in theoretical way. So assume that left and right eye distance is nothing but base. So B is base, distance between these two, and angle subtended here, this is D, theta, and the distance D here. Now look here, observe, just draw the circle in this way. Now draw the circle in this way. We know that here B is very much less than D. Okay, we have seen in the case of the earth case, so that this distance between left and right eye, in our example we are going to take left and right eye, so distance between these two is very much less than the distance between this object and the eye. So we can say that B by D, which is very much less than 1. Okay, so that theta is very small because it is in this way, so total theta is very small. Okay, we know that here O is the center, D is the very small. So we can write here theta is equal to LR by D, and theta is equal to LR is base by D, where D is equal to V by theta. What is the distance? How do you calculate? By using V by theta we can calculate distance D. How do you calculate this distance? V by theta. So this distance is nothing but radians. Theta is the angle subtended from both the observations L and R, left and right eye. Okay, here we have seen already here when we talk of measuring of an angle, we should know SI unit for measuring angle. So we talk of radians. Okay, we have seen already radians. What mean by radian? Radian, which is equal to 1 radian, 1 radian, which is equal to 1 arc length, 1 arc length per 1 unit length. We have seen already just now in this class only we have seen. Okay, it is defined as the ratio between arc length and the radius. For the complete circle, if you take complete circle, then arc length is 2 pi r by r, which is equal to 2 pi radians. Okay, other units for this circle, we have other units also present. Other units, what are they? 1 degree, first one is, other units are degree. We can use degree. For the circular things we can use degrees. That is, if you see this one, in the circle we have 360 degrees. That one, which is equal to 2 pi radians. So 1 degree, which is equal to pi by 180 radians, means conversions. Arc minute, which is equal to arc minute, we can measure by 1 degree, convert this 1 degree into 60 arc minutes. 60 arc minutes. Okay, now third one is arc second. Arc second. This one minute is equal to 60 arc seconds. 1 arc minute, this is arc minute. 1 arc minute is equal to 60 arc seconds. These are the convention wherever in the problems or in anything, wherever you want, you use these conversions or conversions. Okay, up to this it is completed. Now next, move to ranges of lengths. Ranges of lengths. There are many ranges of lengths are there. So many ranges are there. For example, if you see here, these are the size of the proton is length, this much length, 10 power minus 15 meters. Just observe this tabular column. In the tabular column, which one is highest length? Boundary of the observable units. Distance to the boundary of observable unit is 10 power 26, which is a very high length. Here this is very less length. Just observation is required here. Okay. Sometimes we also use some special units for short and large lengths. What are they? What we use in those are 1 Fermi. Just observe this, and these are very useful in problems. Okay, 1 Fermi equal to 10 power minus 15 meters. 1 angstrom equal to 10 power 10 meters. 10 power 10 meters. 1 astronomical unit, which is equal to 1.496 into 10 power 11 meters. 1 light year is equal to 9.46 into 10 power 15 meters. 1 parsecond equal to 3.08 into 10 power 16 meters. Okay, we can say that 1 astronomical unit is the average distance of the sun from the earth. What mean by astronomical unit? Average distance of the sun from the earth. And 1 light year we can write in this way also, 1 LLY we can write in this way. And what is this meaning? Means distance that light travels with velocity of 3 into 10 power 8 meters per second in 1 year. Okay, this is the meaning of 1 light year. Next, move to 1 parsecond. What is the meaning of parsecond? Means 1 parsecond is a distance. 1 parsecond is the distance at which average radius of Earth's orbit subtends an angle of 1 arc second. This is about ranges of lengths. Okay, up to now I will close this session. Till now we studied about the ranges of the lengths and about the length and what mean by unit and measurements. In the next session we will discuss about measurement of mass and ranges of mass. Okay, measurement of time and like that, in many topics are there, we will discuss in the next session. Thank you. Keep in touch with eVidyaba. Thank you very much.